Hey guys, Jay here, and today I've got a pretty cool gameplay for you, being a 74-2 on Meltdown with a naked Vector. That's right, I'm not using anything on it. I think the Vector is on the same killing level as the MP7 is, and putting on attachments can either nerf it or help it out, but I was running it naked just because I was trying to get diamond on it. And what I want to suggest to you, if you're going for diamond camos, when it says you need to get 150 kills without attachments and then 150 kills without perks, do them both at the same time and it'll be done a whole lot faster. Yes, it may be a little bit more painful trying to rock these weapons with basically no help, but it'll speed things up. You'll get through the attachments or the perks very quickly and you'll be able to get to that diamond fast as possible. That's what I have been doing. Other than the guns that I've already gotten, like either 150 unlocked with the perks or attachments, I have to go ahead and do the other ones. But for all the ones that have not done that yet, I'm just rocking them both naked with no perks, no attachments. So it's helping me out a lot. But what did y'all do for your New Year's Eve? Leave that down in the comment section below. Did y'all have fun over New Year's? Did you do anything special? Did you stay away from the partying, I guess you could say, in the simplest terms? Mine was actually alright. I was down in Florida for the Outback Bowl, and if you want to see a very big hit on a player, search Outback Bowl Clowny hit. It will probably be one of the biggest hits you've ever seen in football. But also at our hotel, by the way, the hotel wasn't too good. The particular one I was staying at actually had a restaurant that had just been built, and apparently it was Hulk Hogan's restaurant. We were trying to leave the hotel, and apparently he decided to make an appearance, and he brought his friends, supposedly like Ric Flair, what all, stuff like that. So we had trouble actually leaving the hotel and then getting back in because they were still there past midnight, like 1 in the morning. We actually couldn't really park in our own parking lot at the hotel, and it was kind of weird. There were some people actually smoking pot out in front of the hotel. We could tell right away from the smell, and it kind of gave your tongue a weird feeling. But nevertheless, that was basically my little New Year's type thing, other than going down to a place called Clearwater for the fireworks and the end of the year festivities. And I actually had to wait in line for over an hour just to get some ice cream. I'm not complaining, it was some pretty good ice cream, but by the time we actually got it and was outside, it was the new year, because I think I got in line at about 10:50, and by about 11:55, 12 o'clock, we actually managed to get out of there. It was just very crazy. I mean, things were open down there that shouldn't have been open, and things were closed that shouldn't have been. It was some of the activities we had planned to go and do, we were unable to do because of just stupid stuff down there. So I really don't want to go back to that place. The hotel sucked. All the events kind of were horrible, so probably not going to go back there ever again just because of that. But something else I wanted to know was, what is your New Year's resolution? You can leave that down in the comment section below. And I know one of mine is to try to post more frequently. You might say, well, that's not really a New Year's resolution. I just want to be more active on YouTube, try to post more frequently, because I know about last year this time, I was randomly posting. It was all over the place, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I want to try at my best to have at least one video up every other day, and if I can do it, I want to have a video up every day, no matter if it's zombies or whatever. I think it would actually be pretty cool to do it that way, keep myself consistent. And I have a couple other New Year's resolutions, but I really want to know what y'all's are. So just leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll read them and see if anybody else's resolutions are the same as mine, because I know a lot of people out there usually do the same resolutions. Like the most, I think, over-chosen resolution that pretty much never happens is the get in shape type resolution. Usually what you'll see is, if you're an active gym member, that is, you'll see an influx of people within like the first 2 weeks to a month. Then after that, it goes back to being dead, because most people actually will not follow that resolution. They either get too lazy or they just get tired of actually doing it, so they just stop. It's kind of funny. You'll find all these different jokes online, memes about this and whatever, just about people who really can't follow through on it because they get too tired, get too sore. I remember back when I actually had to lift back in high school for football, we literally did it 5 days a week non-stop for at least 4 years straight. So you got used to being sore, you got used to just going in non-stop and just working out. But if you stopped for just a month or two and didn't do anything, it kind of sucked going back, and you had to get back in that routine. It was 4 years I did it, and then I basically stopped for a while. I really haven't done much since. I've tried doing it for a week or 2 weeks, and I just kind of bummed out of it, because I'm the type of person who is very competitive, and when I go in to exercise, I always want to have someone else with me to actually compete against them, because with me, no matter how hard I work out or whatever, if I have someone to compete against, I don't notice what I'm doing, and I can be more active. I can do all this stuff better than I normally would just because of that edge of competition. That's what we did back in weightlifting in high school. They basically paired us up with 3 to 4 people per station, and we'd basically compete against each other for the higher weight totals lifting wise. And you would notice that there would be a huge gain over a couple months because of that competition. So if I do ever start working out again or whatever, I will more than likely try to find someone to actually work out with, because it gets boring also. I mean, there's really no radio in some places, no TVs, things like that to take your attention away, and just the sheer competition can make the time fly as you're doing what you need to do. So maybe that's something you can actually try if you want to try to get in shape, is try to get a buddy of yours, go into a gym, and basically compete with whatever you're doing, who can run the most on the treadmill, who can lift the most on the racks, things like that. It might actually help you get in shape and quit going to the gym when you are actually trying to complete that resolution, because I know, like I said, a lot of people cannot follow through and stay at the gym to get in shape if that's what they're willing to do. So try that out, find a lifting buddy or whatever, and see if that will help you get in shape so you can actually complete that New Year's resolution. Now, a couple notes on the gameplay. I really messed up a couple times when trying to get even a higher score with this thing. I think I could have had a possible 100 plus doing it with this weapon. I was killed off my VSAT on the second round. I got shot in the back, as you saw in that kill cam quite a bit ago, when a guy with a TAR and a target finder and cold-blooded on spawned literally 5 feet behind me, aimed down his sights, and shot me in the back. It wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know what is up with the spawn system. They're using the same one in Black Ops. It's not as flawed as Modern Warfare 3's was, but the thing is about the Black Ops 2 spawn system, and this is how it will always be, if your back is to the spawn, they will spawn behind you. I have tested this in so many different ways, it's not even funny. I will go into the spawn, I'll look at the spawn, nobody will spawn in that specific location. Turn my back, not half a second later, the person will be there, and I will immediately turn around and kill him. If you want to test this yourself, see if you can get on to nuke down demolition, get your team to push them all the way back in their spawn, and then you, as the single player, go into their spawn and try and kill them, face the spawns, do everything like that. You might not survive for about 30 seconds, but in doing this, you will actually learn that this is what actually happens, and you gotta pay attention to the spawns or you'll be screwed over several times. And right here, when I go into my VTOL warship, I do something that I was not supposed to, or I shouldn't have, because my team is pushing the spawn so hard, and I'm actually in a VTOL warship over their spawns. They're actually moving around more, and as you see, they spawned around me while I was laying down. It's probably one of the worst places I've ever laid down to actually go into my kill streak, so I got killed almost immediately. I don't know if he actually saw my legs or if he had a UAV up and just happened to see where I was at, because I believe that if you're in kill streaks while on the ground, you're supposed to have the same little value as Ghost and Cold-Blooded, to where people can't see you as easily. But he may have been hunting me down after noticing I was in a VTOL warship. I was really close to another swarm. Like I said before, if I hadn't been killed at both of those places, I could have had 3 swarms and an easy 100 plus gameplay, which would have probably been cooler to post, but nevertheless, this is pretty cool, a 74-2 with a naked Vector on Meltdown. It's not something you normally see, but it is kind of fun to do, as you see this little kill cam of me just trying to take out people until it goes into a internet connection problem. Now, 2 videos you probably missed. The one on the left is a Black Ops 2 fast double swarm on Meltdown, and the video on the right is my quad swarm dual commentary on Yemen. A link to my Twitter will be down in the description in case you want to follow me or get into open lobbies. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.